This episode of Against the Odds is brought to you by Card Kingdom. To pick up the deck and support the show, follow the link in the description box down below. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Against the Odds. So last week, we had an all-core set Against Odds poll in celebration of the return of core sets in just over a month now, not that long away, it's coming very quickly, and in the end, it was Throne of Empires that came out on top, and that's kind of a weird one, because Throne of Empires, well, we'll talk about it as we go along, but the end result is a deck I'm calling Mono Blue Empires, and basically, we're trying to take the monarchy in a not that literal sense, assemble the empires, and use the cycle of empire cards to do some really powerful things. So, a quick reminder before we break down Mono Blue Empires for Modern. If you enjoy this deck, and you enjoy Against the Odds in general, it would be amazing of you if you could take a second, click that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk about the Empire. So the winning card on our poll was Throne of Empires. Throne of Empires, 4-mana artifact. You pay 1, you make a 1/1 white soldier creature token. The thing is, you're probably noticing only 3 copies of Throne of Empires, and we have this unwritten rule on Against the Odds that the winning card is a 4 of. Well, this is a weird exception to the rule, because when you voted for Throne of Empires, you weren't really just voting for Throne of Empires. The bottom part of the text on Throne of Empires, if you have Crown of Empires and Scepter of Empires, you get 5 tokens instead of 1. You're really voting for all 3 of those cards. So while Throne of Empires is the rare from this kind of like semi-cycle of Empires cards, we're also playing Scepter of Empires and Crown of Empires, because none of these cards, including Throne, are all that powerful without the rest of them. So the goal of the deck isn't just to play Throne of Empires and make 1/1s. The real goal of the deck is to get Throne of Empires, Scepter of Empires, and Crown of Empires on the battlefield at the same time. And if we get all of those on the battlefield, we get to do really crazy things. So Throne, we talked about, you get 1 token if you just have Throne or if you don't have all the other pieces. If you have all the other pieces, you get 5 tokens for 1 mana, which is a really good way to close out the game really quickly. Pay 1 mana to make 5 1/1s is an insanely good deal. Scepter of Empires, a little bit weird. 1 damage to a player, also Planeswalker with the rule change, but if you have all the other Empire pieces, you deal 3 damage instead. So this is kind of our way to close out the game without actually winning with creatures. We eventually are like beating down with our tokens, we're pinging our opponent for 3 damage a turn, which adds up pretty fast. It's like a lava spike for free every single turn. And then Crown of Empires is the least efficient if we don't have the other pieces. 3 mana to tap a creature, really bad. However, if we have Scepter and Throne, 3 mana to gain control of a creature is an absurd deal. We just steal all of our opponent's stuff. So this is the idea of the deck. Get all 3 pieces on the battlefield at the same time, use those pieces to win the game. And you're probably thinking, well, you only got 3 Thrones, 3 Crowns, 2 Scepters. How do you actually make this happen? The good news is, we have a lot of ways to actually assemble these pieces. So we have infinite tutors and card draw to find our artifacts. The best one is Tezzeret the Seeker. So Tezzeret, 5 mana, comes down. Normally, we are using it to -X to grab whatever Empire's piece we're missing to set up our combo. However, once we have the combo, Tezzeret's pretty awesome because it untaps to our target artifacts, which means we're able to steal 2 creatures a turn. We're able to ping for 6 damage a turn. We're able to make 10 tokens a turn just by plussing our Tezzeret. Also gives us a backup way to win the game. Stony Silence is a card really good against our Empire cards. We can always just animate our artifacts and swing with them with Tezzeret's ultimate as a backup win con. Word just tutors out whatever piece we're missing. The rest of our deck has a lot of cheap artifacts to support the improvise so we can find our combo pieces as efficiently as possible. Thirst for Knowledge just draws us some cards at instant speed. We got artifacts we can discard, not a big deal. And then Antiquities War, only 1 in the main deck, we got more in the sideboard. It's kind of like Tezzeret in the sense that it's our way to win the game if a Stony Silence is on the battlefield and we can't activate all of our Empire cards. We just turn them into 5/5s, beat our opponent down, Plus, the first two lore counters do a good job of digging to find our Empire pieces. We also have some ways in our mana base to set things up. Inventor's Fair lets us just tutor for an artifact, so we grab an Empire piece. Academy Ruins can get back a piece that has died if our opponent has an Ancient Grudge or a Reclamation Sage or whatever. We also have Expedition Map to find these pieces, which is pretty sweet. So we're able to tutor up our Inventor's Fair, our Academy Ruins to make it even a little bit more consistent. Then we have Mox Opal. So this kind of transitions us to the second part of our deck, which is cheap artifacts. We need cheap artifacts for a bunch of reasons. Mox Opal is one of them. Mox Opal just accelerates us into our combo faster. Instead of waiting till turn 4 to cast our Throne of Empires, we can get it down a turn earlier with Mox Opal working like an additional land. We have Welding Jar as a cheap artifact that also protects our combo pieces. So Ancient Grudge, not just going to blow us out immediately because we can regenerate our Empire piece. Same with all the other artifact removal in the format. Then we have Mishra's Bauble, Grafdigger's Cage, Relic of Progenitus. These are basically just cheap artifacts. They turn on our Mox Opal. They let us Whir of Invention to find our combo pieces. Plus they do a little something. Bauble sits on the battlefield, eventually draws us a card. Grafdigger's Cage, Relic help against graveyard-based decks. Ensnaring Bridge is our main way of staying alive. We need a lot of time to set up our combo. We need 3 different combo pieces. None of them are incredibly cheap. They're 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana. And then we even need to live another turn to be able to start activating them a lot of times because we're often going to be tapped out. So Ensnaring Bridge, just make sure we're not getting overrun by creatures too quickly. It works well with our cheap artifact plan since we're kind of dumping our hand anyway, and then it just keeps us alive. We can use it to pay for Whir, for example. We can tutor it up with Whir if we really have to. Engineered Explosives, another cheap artifact for Whir and Mox Opal to support our combo. Also Removal Spell. Witchbane Orb, kind of just a shout out to combo. We will struggle with that sometimes. Ensnaring Bridge, good at stopping creatures, but Witchbane Orb is a nice one-of tutor target in case we run into Storm or something that doesn't care about Ensnaring Bridge. Otherwise, Crucible Worlds is kind of our backup plan. So we already talked about Inventor's Fair. Crucible Worlds with Inventor's Fair is a really sweet way to set up our combo because each turn we can just sack Inventor's Fair, tutor up one of our Empire pieces, get it back with Crucible Worlds, do it again, do it again, do it again. Also lets us use Ghost Quarter, Field of Ruin, Tech Edge to attack our opponent's mana base. Really good against decks like Tron or even control decks. And kind of a free roll since we're mono blue and have so many colorless cards that we can get away with playing a lot of colorless lands in this deck. Otherwise, Glimmervoid Spire of Industry might look a little bit weird in a mono blue deck, but they help us pay higher costs for Engineered Explosives so we can blow up bigger things, and also semi-free roll-ish in our deck. A bunch of islands. In the sideboard, we have more Antiquities War. This is our main plan for not losing to Stony Silence. So if our opponent brings in Stony Silence, so we can't activate our Empire's pieces, we bring in Antiquities War. Little bit of a non-bow with Ensnaring Bridge if we're not careful, but it is a good way to close out the game. Trading Post, great against especially aggro decks, just gaining 4 life a turn, but a lot of value out of the sideboard. Bunch of stuff to protect our combo. Padim to shut down targeted removal. Spellskite is helpful. It's kind of like a Welding Jar that can also stop bounce, like a Cryptic Command bounce, so we can use that to eat the bounce spell instead of our Empire piece. Torpor Orb to shut down Reclamation Sages, which blow up our pieces. Defense Grid to fight through counters. Echoing Truth does double duty. We can bounce the Stony Silence. We can also bounce our own Ensnaring Bridges if we're going to try to win with the Antiquities War. We talked about that non-bow before. That kind of helps us get out from under that. Chalice of the Void to help against combo decks. Relic, more graveyard hate. And that is Mono Blue Empires for Modern. And that is our Against the Odds deck for this week. So this is going to be an interesting one. It is a tough challenge. These assemble 3 different cards to do something is already a challenging thing. We've seen that on Commander Clash with Tomer in his quest to set up Cauldra across several episodes. And this is going to kind of be the same way. The good news is we got lots of ways to find our combo pieces. Whir of Invention, Tezzeret the Seeker, Thirst for Knowledge, even the Antiquities War. So we have a lot of ways to get it set up. And if we survive long enough that we actually have our combo set up, it's pretty close to unbeatable. I mean, pinging for 3, stealing a creature, making 5 tokens. Apart from combo decks, we should be able to outgrind just about anyone with that combo. And that is kind of the weakness of the deck, is against really fast decks, we're going to have trouble. And against spell-based combo decks, we just don't have as much stuff. Ensnaring Bridge keeps us alive against creature decks. That's what we want to be battling, is decks that are just trying to beat us down with creatures. If we run into Storm or something, that's where it gets a little bit sketchy. sketchy. They're faster than we are. Like, our dream draw, our absolute nut draw, is play an Empire piece on turn 2, on turn 3, on turn 4, which means on turn 5, we start to do powerful stuff, like make a bunch of tokens, steal stuff, deal damage. But on turn 5, we're dead in some matchups, and if Ensnaring Bridge can't keep us alive, then things are a little bit sketchy. So that's kind of the worry, kind of hit or miss as far as the matchups. But hopefully we actually assemble the combo at least a couple of times. So, also, I kind of messed up the deck at first. Somehow, in the first game you're going to see, I had 61 cards in the deck. I don't know how that happened. So I fixed it going from match 1 into match 2. So just a heads up there. Anyway, that's Mono Blue Empires for Modern. That's our Against the Odds deck for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll be back in a bit with a wrap-up. Alright, Against the Odds time. We are trying to take over the Empire, Mono Blue Empires, in Modern, and we'll keep this. We have, alright, opponent has Birds of Paradise. 1 Empire piece, some random artifacts. Explosives isn't the worst. So play an island, play Grafdigger's Cage, play Mishra's Bauble, ship the turn. Looks like our opponent might be playing Value Town. Tireless Tracker. Yep. Whir of Invention. Oh, play Field of Ruin, play Crown of Empires. Pass the turn. So I think step 1 is get empty-handed to hide behind this bridge. Step 2 is blue mana for Whir. Try to assemble the Empire. Become the ruler. Getting some clues, doing their thing. Opponent gets in. Yep. Sacks a clue, draws a card. Yep. And gonna keep going. Sacks a clue. Well, we get to shut down this tracker next turn because our opponent grew it so much. Down to 15. Opponent passes. Play Glimmer Void. Play Bridge. Yeah, I guess we pass. Alright, Value Town, Value Town. Can start getting lands back from the graveyard to get clues. Yeah, opponent cracks it. Oh, thankfully we have a million islands, so it is going to take our opponent a while to actually get through all of our islands. Opponent passes. Alright, float a mana. Grab an island. What are we worrying for? Well, let's just all out whir and figure it out later. I'm not exactly sure what we want. And let's just take Throne. Might as well. Get the Throne. Play Tech Edge. Yeah, play Explosives on 0. This is kind of working. Now we get to start making 1/1s. And if we ever find another tutor, we just have everything assembled. And we can redraw at some point with this Bauble. Alright, Courser. For Ooze. Ooze is a little bit annoying. Yeah, passing. Oh man, come on, give us a missing piece. You can do it, deck. Now we get to start stealing creatures, and it's so sweet. Ghost Quarter. I'll play Ghost Quarter. Play Ensnaring Bridge. Pass the turn. Well, we are where we want to be. We need one more Whir of Invention. We need our... And then we just win. We can keep making tokens. Opponent. Passing. I'll make a token. Bauble. Ooh, Antiquities War. That's interesting. So we draw Antiquities War. I'll play Antiquities War. I guess we just take Relic since it's a redraw. Play Relic. Start eating away the graveyard. Pass the turn. I was just talking to my opponent about how our good deck building is going to keep our opponent alive when this Antiquities War ultimates, since we have these 2 bridges down. All of our 5/5s will not be able to attack. If we manage to hit our missing piece, we just won't care though. We just need our last Empire piece, Scepter. We need Scepter. Opponent's going to town with their lands. Yep. Draws a bunch of cards. 8 cards in hand. Path on top. I don't like this path thing. Opponent gets a clue. Another Courser. Opponent, Birds of Paradise. Yep. Opponent passes. We draw Ghost Quarter. Well, eat the Wooded Foothills. Come on. Come on. Give us our missing piece. Opponent Ghost Quarters us. Okay. Grab a land. Come on. Come on. We need the... Scepter. We need Scepter of the Empires. Scepter? Just a Bauble? Oh, play Bauble. Play Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter our opponent. Sack Relic. Alright. I'll play Welding Jar. Pass the turn. I think our Antiquities War is gonna kill us. Yeah, it cracks a clue. Forest on top. Another tracker. Good God. Well, maybe we'll dodge the bullet. Windswept Heath. Gets a clue. And we'll see how many pass our opponent has. Cracks Windswept Heath. Plains. Yup. More clues. Infinite clues. Voice of Resurgence. Sure. Opponent's passing. So tap the birds. Make a token. Crack the bauble. Island on top. Alright, we draw island and Mox Opal. Everything's animated. Play an island. Play a Mox Opal. And I guess we pass. Yeah, pass the turn. Alright, no path. Okay, that's good. We dodged the absolute blowout, which would be path to exile. Gets back Windswept Eve. Yep. This match. I don't know how this is gonna end, honestly. I guess sooner or later we should find our missing piece. So tap a birds, make a token, untap, play an island, pass the turn. Opponent cracks Windswept Eve. It's some clue. They can literally just draw their entire deck. I don't know what their outs are, but yep, cracks a clue, draws a card. Cracks a clue, draws a card. Cracks a clue, draws a card. Now tap a birds. Oh man, if we can find our missing piece. War of Invention would be so sweet. Tezzeret would also do it. Opponent's going to keep attacking our mana. Sooner or later, we should be able to find our Crucible. Hopefully it's not too late. Opponent passing. Now, make a token. Untap. Come on, deck. Come on. We're so close. Alright, hits our Tech Edge. That gets another land out of our deck. Well, that's not super helpful. Play Witchbane Orb. Pass the turn. Waiting for the dream. Yeah, opponent's gonna draw some cards. Tireless Trackers, biggest creatures in the history of Magic. If we ever find our piece, we get to steal them. I'll tap your birds. We have a decent amount of ways to find our missing piece. Clues and life. Yup. Birds. Opponent passing. Yeah, I'll make a token. Untap. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Give us our missing piece. All right. Sack Inventor's Fair. That does do it. Get Scepter. Play Scepter. Combo assembled with Welding Jar back up. Now we're getting somewhere, boys and girls. Now we're getting somewhere. It's working. It's working. Scepter, Crown, and Throne. And it also kills our opponent 3 damage at a time. Although, I don't know if that can raise their coursers. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is what we were waiting for. We get to immediately make 5 tokens. I guess we do that right now. Why our opponents tap down. Boom. Up to 11 soldiers. Sure. Yeah. Opponent untaps. Yeah. Horizon Canopy. Back. Gains a bunch of life. Yeah. Draw some cards. It might be scoop time. Our opponent just, I mean, now that we're the monarch, ruling the empires. Our opponent, I don't know if they got an answer. They might just literally not have an answer to this. As odd as that sounds. Yeah. Opponent's just drawn their deck. Hierarch. Yep. Hierarch, sure. Opponent, passing. The dream is coming true. Opponent's got to discard a bunch of cards. Well, make some soldiers. Get ghost quartered. Grab an island. Play bauble. I think we steal excavator. Get back Inventor's Fair. And pass the turn. Now we get to keep tutoring. I think we got him. I think the Throne of the Empires is coming through. Yeah, opponent gets a bunch of clues. Yep, gets a bunch more clues. Or sacks clues. Sacks clues. I wonder if our opponent actually has a way to get out of this. I guess they can get worship and try to, but then we just steal all their creatures eventually. Opponent sending a message. That's a big Birds of Paradise. Yep, I guess that is a way they can win really slowly. So hit our opponent with Scepter. Crack bauble. See what's on top of our deck. Island. So sack Inventor's Fair. Yeah, let's take Crown. Draw an extra card. Play Welding Jar. Play Crown. Play Mox Opal. Keep the new one. Get back Inventor's Fair. And I guess we just pass. Now we can steal 2 creatures. Opponent sacks a clue. Ghost Quarter on top. Sacks a clue. Sure. Untaps. 12 cards in our opponent's deck. Ghost Quarter. Gains some life. Gets a clue. Ghost Quarters, Inventor's Fair. Well, tap. Steal a Tireless Tracker. Let's take the 26 power Tireless Tracker. Grab an island. Get a clue. Oh my god. Opponent attacks. We will steal that bird. Thank you. Ping our opponent for 3 with Scepter. Make some tokens. And opponent scoops it up! We did it! We became the monarch, and it actually worked. It actually worked really, really well. Okay. Well, bring in Torpor Orb. Bring in Antiquities War. Go down Engineered Explosives and Witchbane Orb. And I guess it's just one Thirst. Alright. Oh, we're playing 61 cards? That's weird. Alright, try it like that. 61 card special. Okay. Windswept Youth for our opponent. Well, play Ghost Quarter, play Bobble, play Mox Opal. Pass the turn. Windswept Youth. Cracks it. Uh-oh. Is this Stony Silence already? Mm-hmm. Well, crack Bobble. Opponent's drawing a birds. Well, come on, Antiquities War. This means we can never play Bridge. Play Ghost Quarter, play Throne of the Empires. Pass the turn. Ghost Quarter. And there's Tracker. Well, this is looking grim. I'll play Crown of the Empires. Play Glimmer Void. Man, we got a lot of our Empire pieces, but I don't know. The Stony Silence is bad news. Thankfully, our opponent can't crack clues. That is a bonus. They probably have Collected Company, though, which is bad. Play Field of Ruin. Pass the turn. Yep. Uh-oh. Knight. Hierarch. Blow up Township. Grab an island. Ugh. Opponent gets in. Yup. Down to 9. Birds of Paradise. Alright, more Tezzerats, and we will scoop it up. Yeah, Stony Silence Brutal. Run it back. Alright, we're on the play, and we'll keep it. Spire of Industry, and Expedition Map. We are going to need one more land. Windswept Youth, opponent cracks it. Temple Garden, and Noble Hierarch. Come on, land. Come on, land. Alright, there's Inventor's Fair. So pass the turn. Another Noble Hierarch. Opponent gets in. Yep. Down to 18. Well, crack map. Let's just take an island. Untap. Play an island. Play Grafdigger's Cage. Pass the turn. This is going to be interesting. Opponent gets in. Yep. Down to 16. Uh-huh. Reclamation Sage. That's less than ideal. Opponent passes. Well, play an island. Play Antiquities War. Grab a Welding Jar. Oh, man. Play Welding Jar. That would have been sweet last turn. Pass the turn. If our opponent has Collected Company, that's very bad news. Opponent gets in. Yup. Down to 12. There's Collected Company. Knight and Voice of Resurgence. Opponent passes. Well, take Bobble. Play the land. Play the Bobble. Play Throne of Empires. Pass the turn. Opponent thinking about using Knight. Alright, uses Knight. Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter's Inventor's Fair. We get an island. Dean's Intervention. Was not expecting that. Names Ensnaring Bridge. Opponent gets in. Make a 1/1. Chump. So we draw Ghost Quarter. Our artifacts become creatures. Play Ghost Quarter. Play Thirst for Knowledge. Discard Ensnaring Bridge. Pass the turn. War of Invention. Opponent gets a irrelevant token. We gotta take Ensnaring Bridge. We take 4. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be super close. Down to 8. Come on, nothing. Tracker, that's fine. Oh, we might be doing it. Opponent passes. So play Crucible of Worlds. Play Ghost Quarter. Play Scepter. Pass the turn. Oh, man. This is a big turn cycle. Opponent goes attacking, so we make a token. Block. Yup, opponent cracks. Uh-oh. Gets a clue. Cracks the clue. Opponent passes. Is that our missing piece? Oh my god, it is. Oh my god almighty, it is. Oh wow. Get back Inventor's Fair. Play Crown. Play Relic. Pass the turn. Actually, let's steal Tireless Tracker. Actually, you know what? Let's make tokens now, too. Do everything now in case they draw something. Stony Silence could still get us if it happens this turn. Tireless Tracker. Okay. Land. Clue. Untapped. Yup. Opponent. Sacks a clue. Uh-huh. Passing. Ping our opponent. Sack Bobble. See what's on the top of our opponent's deck. Courser. Okay. So we gain a life. We draw a card. Tezzeret! Oh my god, it's Tezzeret. That's a good one too. And an Antiquities War. Play Tezzeret. Make some tokens. Ping our opponent down to 8. Untap. Make some tokens. Ping our opponent. Pass the turn. I think we do it. I think we win through a Stony Silence. Empires! Empires coming through. Oh my god. Yeah, opponent's gonna tutor for a land. Sure. I don't know if they have a way out. I think we did it. The 61 card special. Coming through. Yeah, opponent, trackers. Sacks a clue. Sure. I think we did it. Clue. Land. Opponent. Explosives X3. That shouldn't do it. Opponent passes. We gain a life. Opponent's gonna sack, so we welding jar our scepter. Ping our opponent down to 1. Things go away. Untap scepter. Ping ya. For game? Scepter of the Empires? Whoo, man, we got there. It can work. That went a lot better than I thought. That was pretty impressive. Whoo, sweet. All right, against the odds time, playing some mono blue Empire. All right. Not a super fast hand. We'll see. So island and let's just pass. 4 is for our opponent, and we getting Ponzed. Oh, play Academy Ruins. Play Crown of the Empires. Pass the turn. If our lands don't get blown up too much, we can get all of our empires pretty quickly. Opponent passes. Play an island. Play Scepter of the Empires. Play Mox Opal. Pass the turn. We actually can assemble next turn with Tezzeret, which is insane. Okay, Bloodbraid. That's not land destruction. Oh my god, we're doing... I think this is just the nut draw. Opponent gets in. Yup. Hits us, but we play an island. Play Tezzeret. Oh, we could have pinged there, couldn't we? Give up on Tezzeret. Get the throne. And pass the turn. I mean... Turn 4! That is literally as fast as our deck can do it. And our opponent gave us a GG. Scoops it up. The Empire's too good. Too powerful. Opponent just can't beat it. Okay. That was pretty impressive. Whew. I guess we can bring in the Spellskite over Relic. Our opponent does nothing with their graveyard. So go down Relic, go down Grafdigger's Cage, go up Padim. Alright, try it like that. Okay. That's fine. Engineered Explosives on 1 could be helpful. There's Utopia Sprawl. Opponent passes. I'll play an island, play Explosives on 1, play Bobble, pass the turn. If our opponent can blow up a land here, it's pretty bad for us. Cracks, Forest, Tireless Tracker. Alright. So play an island, sack Explosives, blow up Utopia Sprawl, pass the turn. Opponent's gonna start cluing it up. Oh, more Utopia Sprawls. Boo. Cracks the clue. Yep, opponent gets in. Well, let's crack Bobble. Kia and Karen Nalar. Okay. Opponent passes. We get an extra draw. Welding Jar's not the worst. Play Island. Play Ensnaring Bridge. Play Welding Jar. Pass the turn. Opponent cracks. Stomping Grounds. Gets a clue. Oh, what do you got, opponent? Bloodbraid Elf. Getting hasty. Ugh, into Molten Rain. That is pretty bad for us. We might end up getting stranded with too much in hand now. We'd love to draw Mox Opal. That would be our best draw. Opponent gets in for 7. Mox Opal. Stomping Grounds. Gets a clue. Expedition Map. Well, play Inventor's Fair. Play Expedition Map. Another Bloodbraid. Into a Birds of Paradise. Okay. Yeah, we can't get empty-handed because of that land destruction. Opponent hits us. Yeah, we're probably dead. Down to 3. Arbor Elf. Opponent passes. We gain a life. Oh, play Welding Jar. Play Spire of Industry. Guess it's Antiquities War. Take Spellskite. Pass the turn. I think we're going to end up just barely too slow. So opponent can only attack with Arbor Elf. Alright. Or they have Primal Command and that does it. Sure. Let's go up Antiquities War down to Thirst. Alright. We're on the play. Ugh, the slowest hand. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan. That hand just does not do anything for too long. Now we got the one lander. We do have a land on top. Well, play the land, play bobble, play welding jar, pass the turn. Forest for our opponent. And there's the ramp. Well, let's just draw the island. Play the island, play Crown of Empires. Will we get to cast our expensive stuff? Wolf Run. There's the land destruction. Yup. Opponent's drawing a Molten Rain. Oh dear. This is not good. Oh, so close! Oh, if we had made it one more turn. If we could get down Crucible, then we... Oh, they have it too. Oh dear. Man, we were close. We drew the Crucible. But now, yeah, Penalar. Getting those threats down. Tectonic Edge. Man, this was so close. If we had one more turn, we would have had down our Crucible Worlds, and then our life would be pretty good. But as it stands, it's just going to be too slow. Opponent gets in, hits us, 4 million, down to 16. Tireless Tracker. And an Arbor Elf. Opponent passes. I'll play Inventor's Fair. Play Crucible of Worlds. Too slow, too slow. Pass the turn. Land off the top. Ooh, boy. Alright. And we will scoop it up. Sure. Alright. Against the odds time. Trying to become the Emperor. Rule the Empire in Modern. And I guess this hand's fine. Hopefully it's a matchup where Bridge keeps us alive. We got 3 lands. Gets us to Thirst. Tezzeret finds combo pieces. We'll see. Ugh, Spire Bluff. And Soulscar Mage. Okay. I'll play an island. Oh, this is looking scary. Pass the turn. Scalding Tarn. Cracks it. Gets a mountain. Wizard's Lightning. Yup. Down to 17. Soulscar Mage. Down to 15. Oh dear. Lightning Bolt. Good God, that's a lot of damage. Alright, so we're down to 11 on turn 2. Well, crack map. Take, I guess, Inventor's Fair. Opponent passes. Alright. Play explosives on 1. We have so many expensive cards in hand. Pass the turn. Serum Visions. Pump Soulscar Mage. Leaves both on top. Goes attacking. Well, yeah, blow up Soulscar Mage. More Soulscar Mage. And Steam Vents. Tapped. Opponent passes. Oh, play an island. Play Witchbane Orb. Pass the turn. We'll see. That stops burn spells to the face. Does not stop creature beats. There's Adliz. And they have... Oh my god, Mutagenic. Good god, opponent. Yeah, I think this means we're just straight up dead. Word of Invention doesn't help. Yeah, that does it. We were close. Not nearly close enough, but we were close. Well, bring in the Chalice of the Voids. Bring in Spellskite. Go down Antiquities War. Go down Crucible of Worlds. Go down... I guess one Thirst? Try it like that. Alright, we'll keep this. Gonna need to find lands. Well, Ghost Quarter, Mox Opal, Mishra's Bobble, Mishra's Bobble. Pass the turn. Mountain, and Soulscar Mage. I think we just gotta hope we draw a land. That's the death of us. Yeah, super dead. If we hit a land there, we could have thirsted, and we probably would be in great shape. The problem is if we crack Bobbles to draw lands, then we turn off Mox Opal, so we're losing lands. So it's kind of a no-win scenario, and now it's gonna be super hard to get empty-handed. Opponent gets a mountain. Wizard's Lightning. Sure. Down to 17. Oh, opponent's getting tricky. Wizard's Lightning on the stack in response. Sure. Opponent gets in for 1. Or for 3. Alright. Yeah. Mana Screw. We scoop it up. Not much we can do about it. It's just we're too far behind. We needed to draw a land there. Alright. Against the odds time. Trying to become the Emperor in Modern. And I guess we keep this? Ugh. It's more awkward if we get hit by a Thoughtseize here. Alright, it's a forest. And the Noblest of Hierarchs. We would like a land. Opponent passes. Bobble. Play Bobble. Play Welding Jar. Play Mox Opal. Play Glimmer Void. Play Expedition Map. Pass the turn. Windswept Teeth for our opponent. Gets in. 4-1. Alright, let's draw with Bobble. See what's on top of our deck. Alright, it's an island. So draw the island. Play the island. Play explosives on 1. Play Crown. Let's just run it all out. Alright, pass the turn. We're actually not that far away from setting this up. Temple Garden. Tapped. Forest for our opponent. And Shalai, Voice of Plenty. All right, we're going to need to find an ensnaring bridge before super long. Ooh, that is a bridge before super long. I'll play the island. Yeah, play throne. I mean, this opens us up to just lucking into the combo next turn. Pass the turn. Opponent. Ugh, Field of Ruin actually kind of ruins our plans. All right, Shalai's getting in. We're going to tutor up Inventor's Fair to find our missing combo piece, but Field of Ruin literally ruins that plan. All right, down to 15. Oh, okay. Well, plan back on. Thank you, opponent. Kills our island. Well, make a soldier. Untap. Let's see what we draw. Island. Well, I guess that makes it easy. We just play the island, get in with our soldier, play the bridge, pass the turn. So now we can crack map, get Inventor's Fair, and not ever expose it to a Field of Ruin. Opponent's going to need something really, ugh. Well, if they can combo kill us, that is a way we can lose. Opponent, passing. Well, crack the map, get Inventor's Fair. Come on, good draw. Whir of Invention. All right, play Inventor's Fair. Let's just pass and see what our opponent does. Noble Hierarch, Wolf Run. Opponent gets in. Well, we will take it. We got to go for it. I mean, if they can go off at instant speed, then I guess they get us. All right, we're X3. Get Scepter, steal Shalai, ping our opponent. Oh man, are we out-comboing the combo? Untap, gain a life. Well, sack explosives, play an island, pass the turn. Well, steal Devoted Druid. Oh, yes! The dream! The dream! Make some soldiers, 5 of them, ping our opponent. Oh my goodness! Gain a life, draw a card, attack with our soldiers, our hexproof soldiers. Opponent down to 6. I think we can win here. Tap untap. Opponent scoops it up. We could have just tutored up another Scepter and won. It's working. It's actually kind of working. Okay. Maybe Sorceress Spyglass? That might be worth it. An Antiquities War to fight through Stony Silence. Go down Witchbane Orb. Go down Relic of Progenitus. Go down, I guess, Thirst for Knowledge. Probably go up Torpor Orb. Go down Crucible. I think we need a Spyglass too. Maybe we got to go 2 Antiquities Wars. All right, let's try it like that. Not the most explosive hand. All right, we mulligan into multiple combo pieces. We're to the bottom. We need lands, Stomping Grounds, and Noble Hierarch. Yep. Opponent passes. I'll play the land, play the bobble, pass the turn. Ghost Quarter. Ugh. All right, it's going to be a rough one. Crack the bobble. Opponent's drawing a forest. We draw a land. I'll play Ghost Quarter, play Mox Opal. We are all in on the Tezzeret Antiquities War plan. Forest for our opponent. I mean, I guess we can also bounce Stony Silence at some point. There's Devoted Druid. Opponent's getting pretty close to comboing off. Gets in. Should have played that Crown. Opponent, oh, there's Tezzeret. Play Ensnaring Bridge, pass the turn. See if we're dead. 4 mana, 5 mana. Chord of Calling? It's a chord. Alright. So there's infinite mana. Now we just kick back and see if our opponent has a way to actually win. Alright, Chord of Calling. That does it. That lets our opponent draw their entire deck. Let's run it back. Run it back. Alright, we get to play first. Got a mulligan, unfortunately. Oh no. Well, this isn't good. Okay. Very much not the start we were hoping for. Mulligan, mulligan, mulligan. Our dreams are dying. I'm playing the land. Pass the turn. We're going to be in a position, most likely, where we have to play this Glimmer Void with only 1 artifact, so we might... Oh, that's such a blowout if it goes wrong. Forest. Opponent's good at drawing Stony Silence. We draw. Well, Island, Scepter, pass the turn. Temple Garden, tapped. There's Devoted Druid. I'll play Glimmer Void, play Sorceress Spyglass, name Devoted Druid. Opponent does have a chord, unfortunately, to find an answer. Ghost Quarter, Noble Hierarch. Opponent gets in for 1. Down to 19. Come on, land. Land for Tezzeret. Opponent passes. That's not a land. I'll play the bobble, pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Forest. Gets in for 1. Yep. And passes. I'll play a Ghost Quarter. I think we gotta pass one more turn. Yeah, pass. Opponent's not using the cord. Field of Ruin. Opponent gets in. Yep. Down to 17. And passes. I'll play Mox Opal. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. There's a Chord of Calling. X2 gets a Pride Mage. Sacks the Pride Mage. Okay. There's a Vizier. Well, all we can do is bounce Devoted Druid. Untaps it. Taps it. Well, in theory, this buys us a turn. Alright. Opponent's passing. Brown. We'll play Tezzeret. I don't know how we get out of this. Let's tutor. Take Spellskite. Pass the turn. That was close. Well, Stony Silence is very good against us. That I will admit. Even with answers, it can still go wrong. Devoted Druid. So we get to block. Stay at 17. Duskwatch Recruiter. Devoted Druid. Alright, and that's game. Opponent's got the full combo on board. Field of Ruin. Yeah, there's nothing we can tutor that saves us. Alright, that does it. Oh, we were so close. So close. Oh, man. Well, we got him good in the first one, and then our opponent drew a lot of Stony Silences. Alright, against the odds time. Playing some Throne of Vampires in Modern. And, I mean, I guess this is fine. All mana, but swamp for our opponent. And duress. Alright. Oh, takes Welding Jar. Interesting. Opponent passes. Alright, so let's Mox Opal. Play Mishra's Bauble. Play Inventor's Fair. Play Map. And pass the turn. Vampire Cutthroat. Okay. Getting Skulky. Well, we get to start gaining life, which is good. I'll play the island. Pass the turn. I guess we just do nothing for a while. Opponent. Yeah, back down to 20. Well, our Inventor's Fair is basically keeping us even with this Cutthroat for the time being. Opponent passes. We gain a life. I'll play an island. Play Grafdigger's Cage. I don't think it actually does much of anything in this matchup, but pass the turn. Opponent. Getting in for one. Alright, let's crack the Bauble. Opponent's drawing Dusk Legion Zealot. So we draw an extra card. Gain a life. Ooh, alright. We'll play Glimmer Void. Play Crown of Empires. We're doing it. Can start tapping this Cutthroat. Opponent draws the Dusk Legion Zealot. Oh no. Alright. Opponent's having some serious land troubles. Tap you. Opponent discarding the hand size. Ugh. Okay. We gain a life. Ooh, Scepter, we're doing it. We'll play an island, play Scepter, pass the turn. So now we either draw our throne, or we can Inventor's Fair for it. And duress, just a Ghost Quarter. I'll tap the Cutthroat. Ping our opponent. So just drawing a Tezzeret or a Whir or our throne is best. Otherwise, we pass Inventor's Fair, etc. Tezzeret, alright, Ghost Quarter, play Tezzeret. Alright, let's just get it. I was trying to think if we could leave Tezzeret alive. We could have plussed and tried to leave it alive, but we might as well just assemble our combo. Throne of the Empires? I mean, life is easy when opponent's stuck on one land. But we have the combo assembled. And now it's, I mean, just the 5 soldiers are going to close out this game pretty quick. Opponent. Alright, let's make a few soldiers. And opponent scoops it up. Well, yeah, that's not a super fair fight because our opponent just didn't ever draw anything. Go down Grafdigger's Cage, go down Relic. Maybe we go up Witchbane Orb and Spellskite. Try it like that. Okay. This hand's actually super sweet if we just make our mana. 4 Boding Ruins. Yep. Opponent passes. I'll play an island, play a Bauble, play a Mox Opal. Play explosives on 1. Pass the turn. Isolated Chapel. If we draw another Mox Opal, we can Trading Post. Island. Next turn, we get to start having happy fun times with Trading Post. And we have our throne, too. Swamp. Lord number 1. Stromkirk Captain. Yup. I'll play Academy Ruins. Play Trading Post. Pass the turn. Opponent. A Captivating Vampire. Opponent gets in with Captain. Yup. Down to 17. Well, let's crack this Bauble. Opponent's drawing duress, okay, good to know. So many thrones. Play Glimmer Void. Play Throne of the Empires. More lords, oh my god. This is not good. Um, 8 down to 9. I'll make a soldier. I guess we can just go soldier chump from now until infinity. Just keep playing Throne of Empires and chumping until we find a bridge. Play Ghost Quarter. Play Throne of Empires. Play Bobble. Pass the turn. Come on, soldiers. Come on, thrones. If they ever get a Nocturnus and give these flying, we just die. There's a land. So many lords. Bone it. Well, we gotta draw bridge. That's our only realistic hope. Big attack, so let's start making soldiers. Lightning bolts the soldier. Well, make a soldier. Well, block. Down to 3. Probably better known as lightning bolt range. Well, crack bobble. Bridge or bust. Opponent's drawing a land. We draw. Well, let's sack opal. Draw a card. Bridge. Bridge. Expedition map. Yeah, that does it. We just got vampired. Lords, lords, lords. We just need to find a bridge, and we never found one. Or a Tezzeret or a Whir or any of that stuff. Alright, we'll keep this. No combo pieces, no bridge, but we do get to pretty much just empty our hand on turn 1. Welding jar. Mishra's bobble. Expedition map. Pass the turn. 4 boating ruins for our opponent. And there goes our thirst. We did want that. Well, crack bobble. Opponent's drawing a land. We draw Witchbane Orb and Whir. I'll play a land, pass the turn. Witchbane Orb is okay. Swamp for our opponent. And passes. I'll play Tech Edge, pass the turn. This Lord 1. Captivating Vampire. Here they come. The Vampire Lords. I'll play Ghost Quarter. Play Witchbane Orb. Play Bobble. Pass the turn. Shambling Vent. Vampire Lord. It's a Vampire Lord. Alright. So we're taking 3. We do get to draw with Bobble. Opponent's drawing land. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Mishra's Bobble. Engineered Explosives Bobble. Well, sack map. Take Glimmer Void. Play Glimmer Void. Play Bobble. Pass the turn. Isolated Chapel. There's, oh my god, Nocturne. Elspeth, oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my god. Well, at least it's not a black card. We're still taking a lot. We definitely need to get a bridge. Dropping to 11. So, Ghost Quarter our Tech Edge. Get an island. Untap. Oh, and we drew the Opal anyway. Well, play Mox Opal. I think we gotta just get bridge. It's kind of the cheap way out, but I don't think we have a choice, unfortunately. Ugh. Oblivion Ring. Is this really Elspeth? Uh-huh. Alright. This is gonna get interesting. Well, yeah, we gotta get bridge. So we don't just die. Opponent, make some soldiers. Oh, play an island. We gotta play Explosives X3. Yeah, let's Ghost Quarter 2. Either we get a strip mine or our opponent shuffles away Oblivion Ring. Alright. Shuffles away Oblivion Ring, so that's good. 4 boating ruins for our opponent. Tapped. Make some soldiers. Where's Vampire Cutthroat? And Captivating Vampire. Thankfully, our opponent can't attack us. Us is greedy. Let's draw a card. Crucible of Worlds. And Bridge. Well, that works. We get to play Crucible of Worlds. Get back a Ghost Quarter. Play Bridge. Pass the turn. With 2 bridges, this is going to buy us a lot of time to find our finishers. Opponent. Yep. Make some soldiers. And another Lord. Opponent passes. I'll get back Ghost Quarter, play Welding Jar, pass the turn. Our opponent can't really kill us, but we can't really do much either. Let's Ghost Quarter a Ghost Quarter, just to thin our deck. Alright, Emblems Elspeth. Not having big enough creatures was not their main problem. Okay, Scepter. That's a win con. Play Scepter. 20 turns of pinging. 20 turns of pinging. We got him. We got him. Ping you. Down to 19. Pass the turn. If we could find a Tezzeret or a Whir, then we speed up the process. Alright, another Vampire Lord. Opponent passes. I'll play Ghost Quarter. Ping our opponent. Pass the turn. Inventor's Fair would let us tutor up our pieces over a couple turns. Expedition Map for a way to get back Expedition Map. We got a lot of ways to put this puzzle together. We're like 1 card away from assembling everything. That 1 card is not Island, though. Pass the turn. Opponent. Yep. Captivating Vampire. Number million. Alright, let's Ghost Quarter ourselves again. Get an island. Ooh, well, we gotta cast this. Hopefully this finds us our combo pieces. Antiquities War. Goes digging. Alright, there's Expedition Map. Play Expedition Map. Ping our opponent. Pass the turn. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. Captain for our opponent. All right, sack expedition map. Get Inventor's Fair. All right, there's a crown. Play Inventor's Fair. Play crown. Ping our opponent. Let's thirst. Discard 2 cards. Pass the turn. This game. More Vampire Lords. On it. Thankfully, this Liliana emblem means we can keep a card in hand. I would have scooped several turns ago. Sack Inventor's Fair. Get our last piece. Throne of the Empire, finally. And another Scepter. Okay. Well, play Throne of the Empire. Oh, dear God almighty. Play Scepter of the Empire. Get back Inventor's Fair. Play Ensnaring Bridge. Our opponent can steal one of our artifacts, but they might not see it. All right. Well, now we got it. Even if they did steal one, I don't think it would really matter. Hit our opponent. With 2 Scepters, this gets closed out really quick. We're hitting for 6 a turn. Opponent's team's just too big. Opponent passes. We gain a life. And we got the GGs. Whew, well, that was not pretty. And it was not quick, but it did work. It did work. We got there. Whew, sweet. So what do we learn this week about mono blue empires for Modern? And it was reasonable. Overall, 5 matches, 2 wins, so that's like 40%. We won 6 out of 14 games, which is also right around 40%. So kind of like average, maybe a little below average compared to recent decks. So not super ultra competitive. And we kind of had a good news, bad news situation. So the good news is things are super sweet when it works. Like the games where Ensnaring Bridge was able to keep us alive and we were able to assemble our pieces were so amazingly sweet. Eventually we just like steal our opponent's entire board. We're hitting for so much damage. We're making so many tokens. So it does spiral out of control really quickly. And I was pretty impressed with how it worked in those situations. On the other hand, we saw the bad news side of the deck. And the bad news side of the deck is lots of decks play Stony Silence in their sideboard. And even if decks don't have Stony Silence, they have plans for artifacts. So we had some just very much non-games where our opponent played Stony Silence, and yeah, in theory, we could win with Antiquities War, but that takes a long, long time. It needs a lot for us to go right. So we got blown out by Stony Silence a lot. We also struggled a bit with Ultra Aggro, like the Wizards deck that just kept dealing 11 damage on turn 2 or something every turn. There's not a whole lot we can do about that. That's just, those decks are going to run us over very consistently, and we just don't have a super great answer because the problem with the Empire's assembly and Empire's combo is it's super slow. Like, that's the downside. The other downside is none of the pieces do much until you get all of them. Like, every single one of the Empire's cards goes from very, very bad, like 2 out of 10. Throne of Empires is probably the best. In 4 mana to pay 1 to make a token every turn, a 1/1 token. That's not a very efficient card. That's a pretty bad card, and that's the best of the bunch. Scepter's really bad. Crown is just so expensive at 3 mana. However, once we get them together, the power level is like 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. So we do nothing for a long, long, long time, and then we do everything all at once. The problem we found with the deck is surviving through all those do-nothing turns until we do everything. Sometimes it works out, and when it works out, it is super, super awesome. The other games, they end quickly. That's the good news. Like, that's the thing I liked about the deck is when we win, we're playing these super long games where we're stealing all of our opponent's stuff and having tons of fun. When we lose, it's just like, oh, you dealt us a ton of damage on turn 2, we're scooping it up, and we move on to the next one. So the bad games go by really quickly. The fun games are super long, and you get to do tons of cool stuff. So as far as winning tournaments with Mono Blue Empires, probably not happening, but it is really cool when it goes off. And considering the restriction of needing 3 different very slow artifact-based pieces that died to Stony Silence, I feel like we were about as competitive as we would have hoped to be. I figured heading into this that we would actually be even worse than we were, so I'm not too unhappy, even though 40%, obviously, you're not going to win tournaments, but all things considered, probably about right for Mono Blue Empires. So anyway, that's been our Against the Odds for this week. Mono Blue Empires for Modern. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon.